Students, today we will start chapter 1 integers question number 4, and here is the question. A plane is flying at a high 1000 meter above the sea level. At a particular point it is exactly above a submarine floating 1200 meter below the sea level. What is the vertical distance between them? Okay, so first of all you can look in your figure. The plane is flying at a height of 5000 meter above the sea level and a submarine is floating 1200 meter below the sea level.
Students, now you can see a demo of plane and a submarine. This is called the vertical distance. You can see by a red line. A two arrowed line shows the vertical distance between an aeroplane and a submarine. You have to find the distance between these two.
So what you have to find the vertical distance. Suppose I am writing your aeroplane is flying here. This is your sea level and the submarine is floating. (1200 meter below the sea level). So below the sea level means minus 1200 and above the sea level means your plane is flying at a height of 5000 meter above the sea level. So what you have to find? You have to find the vertical distance. This is known as vertical distance. The distance from aeroplane to submarine. This distance is known as vertical distance. So from sea level, aeroplane is flying at height of 5000 meter and the submarine is floating at 1200 meter below the sea level. We know that distance cannot be negative. So in place of minus 1200 I have taken plus 1200. I will add this to 6200 meter. This is the vertical distance between them. What is the vertical distance? Vertical distance between plane and submarine is 6200. Okay students, now question number 5. Mohan deposits rupees 2000 in his bank account and withdraws rupees 1642 from it. The next day, if withdrawal of amount from the account is represented by a negative integer, then how will you represent the amount deposited? Find the balance in Mohan's account after the withdrawal. Okay, what you have to find? The balance amount. Mohan deposit equal to rupees. Mohan deposit equal to rupees 2000 and he withdrawal equal to rupees 1642. Now you have to find the balance. So balance is 2000 minus rupees 2000 minus 1642. When you subtract 1642 from 2000, what you will get? 10 minus 2, 8, 9 minus 4, 5, 9 minus 6, 3. So what is remaining? In his account now, his balance is rupees 358. One more question is asked. If withdrawal of amount from the account is represented by negative integer, then how will you represent the amount deposited? Amount deposited you will show in plus 2000. When withdrawal is shown in negative sign, so deposit will show in positive sign. Okay. Now question number 8. Verify A minus in bracket minus B is equal to A plus B for the following values of A and B. Only you have to substitute the values of A and B in the given equation. This your equation is A minus B is equal to A plus B. What you have to do? You have to substitute the values. In place of A, write the value of A. What is A in first question? A is 21, minus sign, again minus, then B. What is B? B is 18. A is 21 plus B is 18. Open your bracket. Minus multiplied by minus, it will become plus. Plus 18 is equal to 21 plus 18. 21 plus 18 is equal to 39, and here also 39. Okay, so you will write hence verified, or you can write LHS is equal to RHS. Okay, now question number B. Again same, A is equal to 180 and B is equal to 125. First I will write this. A minus B is equal to A plus B. A is 118 and B is 125. A is 118 and B is 125. 118 minus multiplied by minus will become plus, so you will write here plus 125 is equal to 118 plus 125. Now 118 plus 125 is equal to 8 plus 5 30, carry 1, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4, and 1 plus 1 2, 243. And again same value, 118 plus 125 is equal to 240. Okay, finally you will write hence prove. Students, now we will solve exercise 1.2 question number 1. Write down a pair of integers. Write down a pair of integers whose sum is minus 7. Only you have to write one pair of integers whose sum is minus 7. And B part whose difference is minus 10. You have to find two integers. When you add them, you will get minus 7. And here you have to find two integers. When you subtract them, you get minus 10. You can make thousands of pairs, but here you have to make only one pair. So write down the pair of integers whose sum is minus 7. Suppose this is the integer A and this is the integer B. I have put here plus sign because it is asked in your question. When you plus two integers, you get minus 7. So here I am taking 3 plus second integer is minus 10. When you solve this, plus multiply by minus will become minus 10, and 3 minus 10 is equal to minus 7. So what are your integers? 3 and minus 10 are your integers. Same way here you have to find two integers. When you subtract these two integers, you get minus 10. So what number will you take here? Suppose I am taking here 10 and here I am taking 20. 10 minus 20 is equal to minus 10. So 10 and 20 are your two integers. When you subtract them, you will get minus 10. This way you can make many pairs, but according to the question you have to make one pair. Now question number 4. This is based on your common sense, very easy. I have explained you all the properties. These questions are based on properties also. Fill in the blanks to make the statement true. minus 5 plus dash is equal to minus 8 plus dash. Here you can use your commutative property. Commutative means when you change your place. So this minus 8 I can write here. So left hand side is equal to your right hand side. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. LHS is equal to RHS. You have to make both the side equal. So what is missing here? Minus 5. Here minus 5 plus minus 8 and minus 8 plus minus 5. This is your answer. Minus 53 plus dash is equal to minus 53. What you add in your minus 53 to get minus 53? Very simple. 0. When you add 0 to minus 53, you will get the same number, minus 53. Now 17 plus dash is equal to 0. So what will come here? Minus 17. 17 minus 17